So Jason Risley, we're here with Coach Ballgame, and otherwise known as James Lowe, but be quiet next to the kids, or maybe not.
Yeah, well, it's Coach Ballgame.
It's Coach Ballgame. It's Coach Ballgame. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about the story about how Coach Ballgame became to be.
You know, I played baseball all through college, and I didn't get drafted, and I kind of had an eye-opening experience facing Justin Verlander in college, and he threw a curveball, and I didn't swing, but the umpire called it a strike, and I noticed that I dry heaved when the pitch was passing me.
Okay.
And
Old Dominion, right?
Old Dominion, and this was probably circa 2003. But when you dry heave mid-pitch against somebody that's, you know, a major leaguer, that's pretty eye-opening, and that's when I knew I was destined to be a Little League baseball coach. So I moved from Providence to California, started coaching right away, and it's been 15 years of really just kind of learning how to coach and picking up new tricks along the way.
That's great.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit, because you have a different approach to getting kids to love baseball, which is awesome, right? You're getting kids to embrace baseball and treat it as not just, it's fun, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a game. So a kid should always treat it like a game and have fun. But tell us a little bit about some of your approaches.
Well, when I started coaching, I realized right away every kid isn't like I was as a kid. I wanted to play baseball 25 hours a day.
Yep.
And I was always outside. My mom had to call me and my brothers in to get cleaned off and eat dinner. But I realized right away, some of these kids think this game is boring. Some of these kids are first timers and they're not too sure about it. And I started out coaching like they were 18 and they loved baseball.
Yeah.
But they're 5 and they don't love baseball. And so I had a little learning curve, and just slowly along the way, I figured out, well, they're not having fun, and I'm not having fun the way I'm coaching that way. So I just started to really figure out how they ticked.
Yeah.
And the thing that really put the light bulb off in my head is one of the coaches that I learned from, his name's Sean Flicky, he would always get to know each player.
That's good.
And he would kind of meet them on their playing field, find out their interests, give them a nickname based on that, and then they feel safe. They feel like they can mess up, they can have fun, they can be free to play without any kind of pressure.
Yep.
And I found that to really work and draw in the masses. So now, after 15 years of figuring it all out, I'll put an on-deck drum in the on-deck circle. Yep. That's really fun. And I'm constantly engaging them with activity.
Their attention span is short, so let's make sure everyone's having a good time the whole time.
The whole time, and I try to be as interesting or more than a video game would be to them. So I'm constantly asking them to get down and ready. I have songs, catchphrases, things that rhyme, any type of music, and stories. So I kind of get to implement all of my passions: music, writing, comedy, baseball, wackiness, all into one gig. I run what we call a sandlot game in a different town in Orange County every day of the week. And you'll probably see that in a little bit, but we just drop some bases down and we introduce the game of baseball to these kids, but in a way nobody's ever seen it.
Well, Coach Ballgame, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate this time that you spent with the kids and showing us what you do.
Pleasure.
And I like what you're doing. Everything you're doing is great.
Clemente on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Ballgame is certainly living his American dream, and I'll see you next time.